just was with the pills. Everybody was going from that to, from heroin to that, and so it was just taking over. It was getting harder and harder to find the heroin.
Yeah.
And so, yeah.
So I did also want to ask, growing up, was addiction something that was around you or maybe present in your family or anything like that? Was it?
No, not really. Not really.
Okay.
I mean, my dad was on drugs. He died of an overdose.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
How long ago was that?
When I was a kid.
So at the time that fentanyl came around, at the time that you started using, what was your knowledge of it? Had you heard of it before? Did you know much about it?
Yeah, I've heard of it. I heard that it was, I just heard it was stronger. It was just like, they were putting it in heroin even before it came around, you know?
Right, so
yeah, we've been around for a while.
yeah.
It's just getting stronger and stronger, I think.
So were there times that you maybe used it and didn't know?
Yeah.
So, have you been able to stop drug use? For about how long?
Like 4 months now.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
So what led you to that?
God, I think. That's my honest answer, I think, is God, because I don't know. It's hard to explain it. You would have to have seen it, and you know, like, that's how I know it was God.
Tell me a little bit about the CIC. How did you end up at the CIC?
God. I didn't want to go. I didn't want to go for nothing, and something kept. I was supposed to go like to a rehab facility in I think in Spokane, and something just kept stopping me from going over there. Like I don't know. I didn't have my bus ticket. Then another time the bus broke down somewhere and couldn't come. I just kept ending up back over here in Walla, and I ended up at the CAC. So, yeah, I believe that was God. I think I've always wanted to quit, but just something, I don't know something just didn't let me quit. It's affected it pretty dramatically. In every way, I think, in every way that I could think of, family, religious, it's affected me in every single way. Just going day by day. I mean, right now, I just putting faith in God, that's it. And just doing the CAC program right now, so.
So, for anyone who is maybe struggling with the same things that you have struggled with in the past, with any substance use issues, do you have any advice or any knowledge, any things that you've learned over the years that you would like to share with them?
I would think especially with fentanyl, don't do it alone, because that's how you die, you know. And just be around some good people, you know, even though I know it's hard to be around good people, but there is good people, and just try to not be alone, because there's no one there to help you if you're alone, you know.
Yeah. Have you ever experienced an overdose?
Yeah. Once, I think. I've seen a lot of them though.
Yeah.
At first it was like you panic a little bit, but then after a while I really knew what to do. So everybody else would be panicking, and I would just do what I had to do to help them, you know.
Do you have any plans for the future? Anything you're looking forward to right now?
I'm just trying to just live a good life, live right, you know. I'm not trying to. It took me a long time to open my eyes, you know. But it's pretty awesome now.
A little bit about your own history with drug use, maybe how it got started and how it has evolved over time.
Okay. Started with a surgery.
Mm-hmm.
I was given Vicodin and I got hooked on opiates. And then over time, opiates turned into meth. And then meth took up a lot of my time, stole a lot of my years. And that led to heroin and then fentanyl.
How that came
Fentanyl
into
is my most recent addiction. So that had been, I would say early 22, late 21, 2021, sorry.
Okay. And how did that happen? How were you introduced to it?
I'm diabetic, and I don't know if. So I recently found out I was diabetic, and I'm not sure if it's the meth that mixes with my prescriptions and the insulin. And I was hallucinating, and I knew I needed to get off of meth, right? So I kind of moved away from the area in hopes to quit doing meth. I ended up staying clean for a while, but then I had the fentanyl was introduced to me.
And that led to regular use?
Every day, yeah.
Okay.
But it's a pretty powerful drug. It's, I really don't know what to say, but I don't want to make it. I don't want to glorify it by any means. It's kind of grabs you, you know. It's like anything, you know. It starts small and then goes big, and gets big. There was a lot of things involved. You know, I have a family of my own, 2 children. I just hadn't had an opportunity. So I had gotten sick and ended up in the hospital, and that gave me the opportunity to stay clean, to start doing right with my life.
How long ago was that?
I think that was in April of 23.
And what brought you to the Christian Aid Center?
I knew about their program. I didn't know a lot about it, but I needed help, and they were willing to help me. And it's a process of getting kind of, I guess, voted in. You know, there's other program guys involved in. You have to ask, so I asked, and it took a while before I got voted in, but I did, and it was good. It was, you know, it ends up feeling like a family here. So, well, when I first got here, just like a lot of us, I think I had some anger issues, you know, and I had not horrible, but I had a little bit of trouble fitting in there first. With my anger. But, you know, once I got past that, and, you know, you start learning to process things and rather than fly off the handle.
Yeah.
You go through phases here, and you start out back when we had the old men's center. You know, you start out in a big open dorm, and you kind of move your progress into other living, I guess, where I was able to have a roommate, and you know, you get to connect with these other guys, and you learn to love them. And since I got here, the guys that were here originally are gone now, and it kind of makes me a little sad. But you know, I'm glad for them. Some of them are doing good. I got voted in, I think it was in June of 23. I got here right around March 1st, 23.
Okay. And Corona mentioned that you had graduated the program. Tell me about that. When was that?
That was November 6th.
Oh, really? Of this year?
Yeah.
That's amazing. Congratulations.
Thank you. Yeah, it was. I don't like attention, you know? But yeah, I graduated. The first time I graduated anything. You know, I'm in school now, but it's I'm going to go into college, the electrical program out at CC,
Mm-hmm.
and I didn't get my high school diploma, right? So as I'm working through the college courses, I'm also working through the high school courses. So when I graduate from college, I'll graduate with both my degree and my high school diploma. But no, I mean, I still have, even though I graduated, I have mentors and friends that I've made since I've been here, and I'm still in contact with them. I plan to stay in contact with them. I mean, these are guys that have an impact on my life. Yeah.
So I did want to go back a little bit and just ask you, have you had any experience with overdose?
Yes.
Yourself?
Yes.
Would you be able to tell me a little bit about that?
Honestly, I don't. This is not something I'm really proud of, but it was the first time I did fentanyl and overdosed. And I went outside to go to work, and next thing I know, my mom found me, and I was in the backyard digging, and she found me in the dirt.
Mm-hmm. So, for people who are currently experiencing these things that you've struggled with in the past, do you have any advice or any things that you've learned over the years that you would want to share with them?
Don't give up hope. When you're in that hopelessness, it's almost sometimes like nothing anybody can say. But and I just say, stay in contact with people. And that's hard too, because I know a lot of people push it away.